What it do, homies? It's your boy Dave, and I'm back today. We out here about to take a look at THORSEN versus MB14 Loop Station Battle 2016. Hey, with the bars. All right, so I haven't seen, I said THORSEN. I haven't seen THORSEN do a performance yet, but I was checking out his tutorial on this channel when he was talking about setting your loop station settings and everything, because I wanted to buy a loop station, but first I wanted to understand what was going on as far as setup and stuff. Haven't bought one yet, but thanks to looking at his tutorial, I became a little bit more confident in knowing how to set it up. But anyways, I was making a mention of that, I think in one of my other reaction videos. Somebody asked, it was like, yo, did you even react to him? And I was like, nah, I haven't. So we about to check out a new artist to me. Let's see if he about to bring MB14 down.
3 minutes, France, MB14. I say the 3, y'all say the 2 and the 1 in 3, 2, 1.
Oh, they on the same table.
Out in the street, they call it murder. Welcome to Rastafari and the rhythm on the flow. Shoot a Babylon, yes, I say it once more. MB14 again, now for another verse. Hey. I'm gonna bring it up for the entire universe. I got the right voice, yes, I made the right choices. Crazy with my boys, we spend our lives making noises. Spit from the throat to your ears in stereo, fast and furious. Our music makes you curious, lyrical detonation. There is no explanation with my soldiers exposing the magical combination. Got the inspiration, I got the big vibration. Working hard, it be the best music station. And it's calling me animal, cause my lyrics are savages. I hope them got insurance, cause my music is damaging. Monetary verses, protected from the crisis. Are dressed up in black and then the dark night rises. Welcome to Jamrock, out in the street, they call it murder. To Jamrock, out in the street, they call it murder. Welcome to Jamrock, out in the street, they call it murder. Welcome to Jamrock, out in the street, they call it murder. Jamaica, Jamaica, no. Jamaica, Jamaica, no. Jamaica, Jamaica, no. Jamaica, Jamaica. Welcome to Jamrock. 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 Welcome to Jamrock.
Okay, yo, that's pretty cool, this whole setup that they got. And I know this was done in 2016, but I wonder why they made the decision to separate them. Probably because it just looks better visually. And look how close the judges are, right? They get to really look down and see what's going on, the type of changes that they're making to their loop station to make these sounds. Yo, MB14 came through with a whole track, man. That was a whole track. Something you hear on Spotify or like iTunes or something like that. One thing that I liked about this one that stood out to me, what MB14 did, was when he did that bass, he was like, do, 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 do. Sometimes people tend to just, instead of adding like an accent to the note, they'll just go do do. But if you listen closely, he added like an accent. It was like do do do. I like that because I'm sitting here trying to think about if the original, if there were some accents in the notes, or if it was just a slow decline without any, you know, accents in the notes. So I like that. The bass that he was doing, he added space to it as well. Instead of it being like nice and precise, it was precise, but he allowed space to he allowed space to come in there, to which allows all the other notes kind of like space to dance around in. His little wow 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 wow, right? Because that's like an echo. So if you're gonna set that standard where you got this wow 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 echo, then it's gonna need some space to reverb in. So that's why, and you can hear his bass. The bass had the space. That wow 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 had the space, and then his low notes were it didn't overshadow. It was, at first it was like really loud, but it sounded like he lowered it, and then everything just went together, right? And then he kind of hit us with that accent. I'm saying, man, if you're gonna do like a song, especially like a Jamaican music like cover, you better come hard with that accent. Otherwise, it fails, right? It's part of the song, right? That song you can't. I mean, I guess you can. You just can't sing that song without the accent, right? It's like trying to sing what's that song? It Wasn't Me by Shaggy, and I forgot who the guy was singing. The guy that was rapping, right? You can't just say it normally. You gotta say it with the accent. So that was good. MB14. I said that was a whole song. That's good.
MB14 bust that Damian Marley on him. It's on Thorsen. I say the 3, y'all say the 2 and the 1 in 3.
Okay, let's try to make some original.
Oh.
I know the song, but...
Oh. Shots fired.
Take it to the next level, come 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 take it to the next level,
I think a drop's coming, y'all.
take it to the next level, come 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 take it to the next level, come
Turn that up.
Take it to the next level, come on, take it to the next level, come on, take it to the next level, come on, take it to the next level,
second drop.
Next level, come on, take it to the next level. Take it to the next level, come on, take it to the next level, next level, come on, take it to the 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 next level, come on. Next level, come. Are you ready for some magic tricks?
He said magic tricks. What's going on? What? Okay, now I see why Thorsen was the one giving the tutorials. This dude was on there just smashing it like he knew. Dude knows everything, every button on there that needs to know how to, whatever sound he needs, he has access to it. Big brain power. Man, he was hitting us up with that chopped and screwed with the snares and the bass. Now, one thing about that is there are some things that are best left when you're going to improv things, right? And when he was chopping, screwing that, although that is something that he can rehearse, that type of stuff is better left improv. Otherwise, you're going to get yourself tripped up. He was just, I mean, you see the dude's fingers, you would think he was over there playing pianos, right? That's what he just showed us, that he has mastery over this tool in order to make his sound. I like it. Take it to the next level, chomp. And then he started off slow, and then he sped up the tempo, and then he was still chopping and screwing it. Oh man, Thorsen took this first round by a long shot, and he gave that rebuttal to MB14. He said, "How about something original, dog? Come on, I know the song. What about something original?" And that definitely was next level. Thorsen for that first round, easily. Dude even did like a little did he do like a Jackson? Not Michael Jackson spin. Dude did a spin and came back and just ended it. I mean, he was so smooth. It was just such a first smooth round. Look at the crowd.
Okay. MB14 with the response. Crowd, I say the 3, y'all say the 2 and the 1. In 3, 2, 1.
I love it when they count down in German.
Shout out for Fire Brass. This is what I call the Phantom track.
Phantom track. Very loud in the headphones. Okay. So it looked like this, and I've heard this in MB14's other music, that he kind of infuses the culture right into his music. For some reason, this sounded like one of them tracks that you would hear on like an Assassin's Creed like track, like in slow motion while you out here just tomahawk chopping. Well, I guess I ain't talking about that was Assassin's Creed 3, but it definitely sounded like one of them things that you would hear on like a slow motion Assassin's Creed or some type of epic shooter trailer or something. One thing I don't think is talked about a lot when we're talking about Loop Station, that there's a lot more that comes to everything that they're doing except for just recording sounds and pressing buttons, you know, modulation and pitch changing and tempo changing. They also have to understand music theory, right? What type of chords go with what, depending on what kind of mood that you're going. There's like, for instance, if you're going to do a sad mood, I believe you need to stay in the minor chord, right? Like for instance, like a C minor or like a minor versus something that's like higher. And when you start overlaying notes like what MB14 did, you have to make sure that it comes through as a chord, because things can go wrong, so wrong. And since you have a set amount of time to put everything down, everything's got to come forth. So I imagine they do a lot of music theory, like understanding when they composing their tracks and everything. He said this is a track that is like one of his songs, right? So this is something that he's probably done a million times, but I just wanted to give that shout out. Another thing that I liked about his performance was when he was doing his vocals, his strategic placements, and where he's going to do his vibratos at. When you're looping different sounds, sometimes if you put it on too strong, it's amplified, right? Because you're looping, you're looping different sounds to create this chord, and you don't want it to overlap and cause too much, because then that could be detrimental to your ears. Speaking of detrimental to your ears, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to edit this out, but when he was doing kind of like sounded like he was doing like a violin impersonation, that last pitch was really loud. It caused a little bit of discomfort. That's why I had to turn it down. But it still sounded good, Anytime you're going to incorporate your vocals into it, I think that should get some more points in when you're a judge, because of how wrong things can go. You literally need to practice your singing voice. So props on MB14. This is the second time that I've seen during a battle which sounded like he influenced some of the culture into his music, and that's always nice to see, because how often do you get to listen to other like different type of culture music, right? I turn on the radio, and mostly what I hear is either like hip hop, right, or hip hop R&B or Spanish, right? I'm pretty Hispanic music, but I don't ever hear anything, and I'm just taking a guess about where MB14's from. I mean, for all I know, he could be here, born in America, or the sounds that I'm getting kind of gave me Middle Eastern kind of sounds, but I could be completely wrong. But that's kind of feeling that I was getting. That's why I said I think he infused some of the culture in it. But again, I could be wrong. So you guys go ahead and let me know down in the comments. That was a good, strong second round, although Thorsen's first round is still pretty strong. Now, if he comes with half of what he did, he's probably going to take this by a landslide. That's right. That was good.
With the last round, it's on Thorsen. I say the 3, y'all say the 2 and the 1 in 3.
Rebuttal. We're hearing some space and Thorsen as well. Distortion in that bass. Okay.
Listen what I tell you. In truth lies lies, and in lies not the truth. You're feeling disconnected to what they call pathological behavior. Faithful salutations is taking over face-to-face communications. Oh, I wonder when will you see that you have to stop and choose it. You have to stop and choose it. stop.
Something's got to come, man.
Talking through those windows that everyone hide behind, trying to deny that they have been affected to what they call pathological behavior. Fake facilitations is taking over face-to-face communication. I wonder when will you see that you have to stop and choose it.
Time.
Okay, all right. I mean, it was cool. He kind of threw it. I wanted to see a little bit more of that chop and screwed. I thought that was very impressive. Thorsen, you know, he out here trying to flex them vocal muscles. He might want to make sure MB14 know that you ain't the only one out here that can bless these guys with these vocals. I just like his vocals. Two things that I liked about what was going on with this one was the distortion that he added in the bass, and that he didn't decide to do it until like the last like two notes. That was interesting, right? You add texture to the sound, so it isn't just a simple just do. Oh, and you know, it wasn't even a kick. It was more of a. It wasn't even a kick. He added distortion. He added it on like the chords at the end. Where it was like roo, roo, roo. Thought that was interesting. I love when artists incorporate texture. His little screamer. He's like At first, I didn't really like it that much, but when he overlaid it and he turned it into a chord by he either dropped it down like a step or like a whole step, and he added another one on top of that. That added a little bit more character to it. And then, you know, he's blessing us with the sound. I don't know if that was an original song or if it was just another, you know, another song. Hopefully it was an original song. I would want him to tell MB14 how about something original, and then during his second round he does a song that's not original, right? So I don't know. I didn't really like Thorsen's second round. I have Thorsen for the first round and MB14 for the second round. It's kind of a toss-up. I like the MB14 better, but I don't know. I've always chose the wrong thing. Not the wrong thing, but I've always thought differently for what the judges think. So let's see who they're going to give it to, because I have no idea.
Give it up for Thorsen. Give it up for MB. You point to the wall for Thorsen, to the crowd for MB14. You guys are good?
To the windows, to the walls. Little John.
All right. I say the three. Who's moving on to the finals? In 3, 2, 1.
Oh, almost landslide victory. Okay, that was nice. You know, I like to think that the reason why he won is because his first round was just so strong. I mean, you could see it in people's faces. The crowd was enjoying it. The judges was enjoying it. MB14's first round gave us, well, actually, it's kind of like his first and second round. Definitely gave us some more low-down R&B vibes. That's the second round that did that. Oh no, his first round was the Jamaican one, yeah. So, but still kind of slow, bouncing vibes, you know, chill out mode. But Thorsen kind of gave the energy that the crowd needed with that first round. In the second round, he decided to slow things off. But I think he might have won just based off that first round, and that although MB14 did come through with you know, with the non-original song, then he turned around and did what I think was an original song infused with some culture. I think if he did that twice, then maybe he would have had a steady chance. But I just think Thorsen just came too strong with that first round. What do you guys think? Y'all agree with the judges? Y'all think Thorsen took this by a landslide, or y'all think that first round is what usually pretty much solidified, and everything else was just kind of like, since he was up already in points, MB14 probably came back strong with that second round, but it just wasn't enough. That's what I'm thinking. Is that what you guys think? Who would you guys have winning this battle? That's the end of this video. If you enjoyed the content, leave a like and subscribe. Dave's out.